am ready. You ready? Okay. Okay. What's this I hear about you making hot sauce all week?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's my new hobby. I'm really getting into it.
That does sound pretty neat. So I have an idea to pitch you.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
No. I've been thinking about this for a while. Okay, well, not really a while. But I thought about it today, like right now.
No, this should be a hit. Let's hear it.
Okay, hear me out. Instead of hot sauce, do a cold sauce.
Oh, well, I can already tell this idea sucks.
No. Listen, okay. So you get the coldest things you can find. Think like snow, ice, rain. You
Mhm.
melt it down and freeze it.
Okay.
Once it's hold on. Sorry, it's so stupid.
It's so stupid. You melt it down and freeze. Killer. It's good shit.
I'll just continue from there. Okay. No. Listen. Okay. So you get the coldest things you can find. Think like snow, ice, rain. You melt it down and then you freeze it. So once it's frozen, then you add mint to increase like the coldness, and then you let it drip into a bottle. Cold sauce.
So what you're describing here sounds like slightly minty water?
What? No. You melt the ice and then you bottle it. You're not getting the vision. It's cold sauce.
So what would you put your cold sauce on?
I don't know, like think like when you're like eat cold leftovers, maybe you can add cold sauce. I don't know. I think I'm onto something.
Dude, whatever you're onto, you need to get off of. You just cold it onto the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
This is Peterson.
And what the fuck?
No, listen.
Peterson's real tired, you guys. He's had
It
a
does
long
sound
week,
like it'll be cold.
and
You
he hasn't
bottle up the
slept a
wind?
ton. And this is what we're getting. We're getting cold sauce out of him. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I almost broke a couple times during that, so I'm glad we made it through.
Almost. Absolutely did break.
Just once.
Oh, okay. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right.
Okay, here we are. I'm in. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm in. It's like monsters.
The news this week is brought to us by Crave Cookies.
Crave!
I'm kind of tired too. I just ran a half marathon, so wiped.
You guys, we don't know what we're gonna say, so
It's
you
gonna be
guys
a
are
fun
just in
fucking
for a
episode.
treat.
Just buckle up. Crave Cookies is like they make the news. Crave.
I'm actually contractually obligated to play that. So
yeah. Trent was like, he sent us over a contract, and we're like, dude, what's this? Very thin, but it just does. It specifies that we have to play that clip,
yeah,
and it's like, oh, all right, that's what the sponsor says. That's what you do. All right. We're doing that 2-week menu rotation, which means the new menu's coming this Friday at Crave. So it's Tuesday. We're going to tell you what it is. We're going to spoil it in advance. I guess technically, on the week that we haven't changed yet, we could just start teasing it out. So it could be a super spoiler, like 10 days in advance.
I like teasing.
And then people will be like, oh, fuck, I can't wait for that. I think that's what we're going to do next week. We'll super spoil it. So here's what's coming out on Friday. Y'all, if you grew up in the 90s,
I did.
Shit in your pants.
I did in the 90s.
Yeah, well, put on your diaper. Here goes. Galactic Brownie.
Oh, yeah, like
that's what it looked like.
Okay.
Got these little chocolate nugget things. They're like called Dutch something or other. They're so good. And then like ganache on top of a chocolate cookie.
JD eats those by the handful. He's just
they're so good.
Mouth.
Well, I made the test batch, and so I just got a little bottle of it from Amazon, and it's just about the right size to drink out of it, like a can of soda.
Oh, perfect.
So
yeah.
Company expense. Next up is the Dunkaroo Detour. You remember Dunkaroos? I talked to someone that didn't know what Dunkaroos were, and so I slapped them directly in the face vertically, like from the forehead down to the chin.
That's a good slap.
Whap! Vertical slap.
Appreciate their lip kind of goes at the end of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you catch the lip, you've done a good vertical slap.
That is good.
And they kind of like squint their nose like you get hit in the face with a basketball and you're like, God, that fucking hurt.
Dude, you
Vertical
are
slap.
reminding me of the 90s right now. It's like me in elementary school.
Yeah, all you need to do is bust out that,
in the face.
that rainbow-colored parachute that everyone's just waving up. And that's
that was the best part of PE. Are you kidding me?
It felt like physical education. We've also got the Fluffer Nutter Butter coming back.
Oh, yeah.
This one's got the marshmallow in the middle. It's a peanut butter cookie. It's dope. And the Twix in my top 5, shortbread cookie.
It's a classic.
Dough, yeah, with a big chunk of caramel inside and covered in milk chocolate and then crushed Lorna Doonays. That's how you say it.
Don't try to church it up, dirt.
Finally, the chilled cookies and cream, which is like a giant deconstructed Oreo chocolate cookie with like a big gob of like minty cream. Actually, I don't think it's minty. Is it?
I don't know. Show me the picture.
Mint in it, or if it's just
show me the picture.
I can't. Well, hold on. Okay, here's the picture.
Okay,
is there any green in there?
No,
I don't think there's. That's
just like a regular Oreo.
I was thinking about the Grinch because I think they make this exact same cookie with green food coloring and a little bit of mint, and they call it the Grinch.
Yeah,
guys, that's what's coming up, and it's gonna be there for the next 2 weeks. Just shut up.
Sounds good. Oh.
And stuff your mouth full of cookies.
Oh.
You want this.
I do want it.
You want it. Swear to my cookies. The launch for Borderlands 4 on PC could probably be going better.
It could. Yeah, I did see the reviews. It's not great.
Not great. It launched initially, talking about those reviews on Steam, to mostly negative reviews.
Yeah.
It's now pulled out of that tailspin and has landed at a cool mixed.
Just right where you want to be.
66%. Yeah, luckily they only have like 15,000 reviews, so they could technically pull
almost 16,000 at the moment. 67% positive. So
not like great, but also not No Man's Sky bad.
It is a tough turnaround.
But yeah, it's not going to be easy. So on PC, and I think this is pretty exclusive to PC, unless I'm mistaken, it just crashes.
That's what all the thumbs down negative reviews are like. I can't play it. It just crashes all the time.
Did you see have you ever watched that Clueless Gamer thing that Conan O'Brien does?
No.
He does game reviews where he plays games and he's terrible at it.
Oh, I have seen that like a long time ago. He's been doing that for a while.
Doing that, and he played this, and it crashed on him. On like fucking
Conan.
On Conan.
Oh.
That's how common it is. There's also like input lag, poor performance anytime there are enemies on the screen, which is like
that's like that's
like the whole point of the fucking game.
Key part of Borderlands. Honestly, the franchise has a lot of
survival craft game, like where you're like by yourself a lot, like you're just actively
like alone,
seeking out people to kill all the fucking time. If you find them, your game explodes.
Yeah, that's.
Some people I've seen ever blame this on the Unreal Engine 5 because it's been responsible for a number of buggy launches, but Epic's response to this, the guys that make Unreal Engine, were like, whoever's using it's just using it wrong.
These guys suck at using it.
It's like when that guy emailed Steve Jobs that his phone wasn't working because the antenna was in a weird place, and Steve Jobs emailed him back and said, "You're holding it wrong."
Yeah,
fucking tight. You're using Unreal Engine 5, right?
Like, learn to use it better. It's not 4.
Crux.
It's not 4. It's 5.
You idiot. The crux of the issue here is Randy Pitchford. He understood this and brazenly bragged about it, like he just didn't care. This is a tweet. Someone tweeted him about how it wasn't working on their game or on their rig, and he said the day one patch does a lot. That said, the expectation for using a below minimum spec machine should be that the game is unplayable. That the game runs at all on your system is a miracle. It's a big, bold, seamless world, and I'm sorry to say that older hardware may not provide the buttery smooth performance for latest gen AAA games, as has always been the case since the dawn of PC gaming. Listen,
okay, easy,
you cunt.
Yeah,
Fuck
there we go.
Since the dawn of PC gaming, dude, go walk into traffic, eat shit.
Please.
At the same fucking time, we had Battlefield devs talking about how important it is. I always mix that up with
Battlefield.
That they were like, yeah, man, we want to appeal to as many people as possible.
Yeah, the guy literally was like last week or 2 weeks ago was like, it's a big deal to be able, our minimum spec people can play. Like, we need to get that minimum spec
because
lower.
Not everyone can afford a 5090 card. And if that's the requirement to play this game, then you're going to cut off your user base at the knees.
Pitchford doesn't care.
Pitchford is like just being a straight up asshole to an existing fan who's struggling to play the game that he made.
Yeah.
How does this guy exist?
Honestly, I don't know.
How is he still I just fucking blows my mind
because it's not an embodiment of what we deserve, if I'm being honest.
They all are. Dude,
we've earned them.
All of these fuckers are. We've earned these assholes.
Like, I think we created them through our like collective consciousness
or collective complacency. Like, we just didn't do anything about it, and so they've just
let it happen.
Thrived. So critic reviews are really good on this game. Critics loved it because all the critics are playing on 5090s and the latest specs, which probably I feel is disingenuous. And you should have to list at the very top of your review of any PC game what your system is, what your rig is.
There's got to be some critics out there who like play purposefully on garbage. Be like, we're the garbage critic. Like,
ooh, that would be a good YouTube channel.
Yeah,
playing on like on a 960.
Like, you can hear the computer booting up. Like, you turn on,
yeah, it's like a pole start,
and you're like, here we go. The dust kind of poofs out. And he's like, I probably clean that, but I haven't.
Yeah, I deliberately don't clean it for this channel. I have a chinchilla that I let just like clean itself inside my machine.
I like to do work on my ducts and my walls right above my machine, just so it kind of gets extra dust.
Anytime I do new drywall, I take my PC into that room and run it while I'm drywalling.
Just fill that baby up, you know what I mean?
And then review your game.
We want these specs to be real bad.
And they play Battlefield, and it's just like, boom, perfect.
So
Works
it's like,
great.
You're like, is the dust smoking on my GPU? I don't know. Let's keep going.
We'll see how long that works. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm actually interested to see at 67%, which sounds like a decent game. It's just the launch part of it sucks, which they usually do.
Like, genuinely, they'll probably fix some stuff and the game will probably be good, like
months.
Borderlands. But yeah, like, launch sounds like a bad
Fourth
launch.
game in the series, and this is not a small series. You shouldn't be making these mistakes, in my opinion. And you sure as fuck shouldn't be so brazen when you do.
It should be like super apologetic.
Ever since the dawn of PC gaming, which I witnessed because I'm 5,000 years old. Fuck you, Randy Pitchford. Go eat shit at medieval times and watch some kiddie porn. Piece of crap. Nintendo was just granted a U.S. patent for summoning a character to fight another character. Wait. That's like...
Summoning a character and letting it fight another character? Oh, gosh.
That's like half of all JRPGs. So...
Yeah.
Oops.
Like, good luck being a necromancer in any game now. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, no,
like,
Nintendo's coming for you.
Seems like a Pokemon thing. This is a necromancer. It's been around a long time. Like, it doesn't sound like a Pokemon.
I didn't summon him. I reanimated him, and we're gonna fight over that in court. And the judge is gonna be like, "I went to law school for this.
It's like, I hate this.
Fuck! I've been doing this job for 20. I've been on the bench for 20 years. This is the biggest waste of my fucking time. That entire 2 decades.
Or they get a judge who plays D&D, and he's like, "Oh."
He's like, well, actually pulls out this.
Now, if you're a druid and you're summoning a companion, that's different. Necromancer's safe. Druids, not so much.
Nintendo secured this patent to help with their ongoing suit against Pal World. So this is all about Pal World and box out competitors. They're just like getting ahead of it.
Like that porn
anybody.
one that you played, the porn Pokemon one.
I don't think Nintendo even wants to go after that. They don't want to mention that. I would love to read the court documents while they describe. They're like, no, dude, you're not capturing the Pokemon. You're fucking them into submission. And then they love you.
They love it. They
Fuck
honestly like to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different type of game, honestly.
You don't catch them, you fuck them.
And Nintendow's
lawyers just like shuffle their papers and put them in the folder and just fucking leave.
Nintendow's like, we don't want to bring this up, but there is a seedier side to Pokemon that we didn't want to talk about.
So this is U.S. patent number 12,403,397, and it covers the fundamental gameplay mechanic of summoning a character and letting it fight another. That is what the patent says. It was filed in March of 2023 and has now been granted by the U.S. Patent Office without any objection. Cool. It actually won't affect Pal World because they already addressed and changed this specific similarity. But other games moving forward are going to have to move around this requirement, which is a real blowjob. So expect Microsoft. Here's a good one. This is why I think this story is more wider reaching, though.
Okay.
Is that Nintendo is getting awarded these patents. And it's sending a signal to all companies that if you don't make video games, or if you can't get a game out the door, at least you can hire some patent trolls and make yourself some money on the side.
Yeah.
And so I would say, and I would hate to be right about this, honestly. This is one where I don't want to play the JD Nostradamus clip, but I could very well see. I want you to play it right now since I just mentioned it.
Nostradamus JDS, yes.
He feels like a god when I play this thing. I'm not kidding. It's cocky. It's like
Nostradamus JDS.
Microsoft and Embracer, I would see these guys in the next couple years start hiring patent trolls to claw back some value from these acquisitions. They can't make these fucking games that are in their library. They can't make any properties in the IPs that they have now purchased as parts of these studios they own. But hey, they can sue people for certain patents that they've made. That's what's gonna fucking happen.
They can get
patent trolls are gonna go nuts on this shit. And I don't know if Nintendo is necessarily doing this for nefarious means as much as they just want to fucking destroy Pal World. And they're like, we'll just like clean up. I could see Embracer and Microsoft doing this for much more nefarious means because they're fucking openly evil.
Plus, they also would like to destroy Pal World, but just for fun, I think.
Just to watch human misery.
Yeah, that's
fucking sweet. This is why I got into this game. Xbox fans are compiling lists of all the Activision, Bethesda, and Microsoft games that are still missing from Xbox Game Pass, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
it's not like a tiny list. Like it's
192 games.
Yeah.
And I imagine there are some that were missed on this list. Smaller games or games you just haven't thought of.
Like you'd see it on Game Pass back. Oh yeah, I'll download that and play it for a minute.
Yeah, let me just go through some of these games that are technically owned, I guess, but haven't been by Microsoft, but haven't been released in any way, shape, or form on Game Pass or otherwise, which is kind of the promise of Game Pass. This is a small selection. These are the ones that jumped out to me. Prototype 1 and 2, a ton of 007 games, literally dozens of Call of Duty games, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, Zoo Tycoon, 7 Transformer games, 6 Skylander games, 6 X-Men games, 9 Spider-Man games, 9 Tony Hawk games, and of course, the B-movie video game.
I was going to say the B-movie video game.
Like, somebody think of the B-movie video game.
It was made by a company called B-Nox. Like, I think they just made this one thing.
And then they all retired. They're like, dude, it's just like retiring at your peak.
Like they only make B-themed stuff, and they were like, "There's a B movie, guys. This is what we've been waiting for.
Waiting for. This is our fucking calling." So just last year in a blog post, Xbox said there will be even more to play as we fulfill our commitment to offer Activision and Blizzard games with Game Pass, both new releases and classic games from its legendary catalog. Where is that? 192 games you haven't even touched, and a lot of these, I would imagine, they don't want, for example, they don't want to release an old Call of Duty game. Those have no monetization in them. Those have very few microtransactions, and they'd cannibalize their current Call of Duty games. And then you've got other titles like, why would someone make a new 007 game if you can go to Game Pass and play all the old ones? Is the concern. So I'm like, wait, so the whole promise of Game Pass was just a big fucking lie? And the whole promise of you guys buying Activision Blizzard, why did you do that? If was it just to like serious like a hyper capitalist response? So you just own something just to deprive other businesses of that thing? Wild.
Yes, I think all of that. I'm looking through this list some more. There's so many games that they like should just throw. They shouldn't throw like I don't know, throw 10 of them on there every.
The old Spider-Man games killed me.
Months.
There's like there are
a couple Lord of the Rings ones. I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember playing that, and I don't know. There's just like a bunch of them.
On Xbox games, Xbox 360 games, I should say, which was when I was really coming into my own as a gamer. And all of those are unavailable. So to be fair, and I don't want to come across as entirely naive, lots of these may be due to lapsed licensing agreements. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to release a Spider-Man game, which is owned by Sony, on Xbox Games Pass. And I also don't think you're going to be able to release old Guitar Hero games, which include notoriously expensive and difficult to navigate music licenses.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how they were able to do that in the first place. So you're not going to be able to re-release a lot of those. But some of these, Zoo Tycoon, Prototype, there's no fucking excuse why Prototype 1 and 2 aren't.
Why isn't that on there?
Why isn't the B-movie on there?
Okay, real quick, I do need a mea culpa because I'm looking through this list, and Beanox makes a ton of stuff.
Not B-related.
Yeah, X-Men, they make all stuff that's like licensed. X-Men, Madagascar, like from the TV show, or from the movie.
Oh, see the Madagascar movie game. Where the fuck is that?
They do some Spider-Mans, Skylanders. Where did that go?
Are we worried that Skylanders is going to come out compete another? See, and that's the other thing you got to think about from Microsoft's perspective is they're like trying to actively attract developers to release their newer titles on Game Pass and day one. And if these developers come to them and they're like, dude, why would we release on Game Pass? You guys have overcrowded your offering, your library there. My game's going to get lost in the mix. And so Xbox is like, fine, we'll just camp on these. It'll just be like a Disney vault sort of thing. But I feel like you're degrading your own product at that point.
Yeah.
That's all they've done since they started Game Pass is just make it worse.
Like some of these like smaller games, they should just make these like a rotating every couple months. Like, oh, just put 20 of them, switch them out, put them in. Kind of like Nintendo. Those like old Nintendo games that you can play on the Switch.
Work can like add stuff in there. It would take to do that though, and they've just gutted all of Microsoft Game Studios.
They'd need a spreadsheet to manage that, and like that sounds like
a lot of work. Where are you going to get any spreadsheet software?
Or AI could do it. Let's have AI do it.
Well, you have no one on staff left. You fired everyone who'd be able to do this. They're operating the entire Microsoft game side of the business with a skeleton crew. The idea of coming into this gigantic library and this huge catalog that they own and cherry picking a few games each month to release, way beyond their abilities at this point. Yeah, barely keep the fucking lights on and the doors open. So, barf.
Yeah, barf.
I mean, again, $100 million, or $100 billion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say 100 million.
100 million. We sneezed that. $100 billion just wasted on this Activision, Blizzard, all these acquisitions. Pointless.
Well, we are closer to Megacorp, so I mean, I don't know.
And now some late-breaking news from Porngate 2025 on the 3-Bit Gamer Show.
This is going to go on forever.
This is going to go. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, this can go on forever. The rest of the podcast, we're going to be doing Pornogate. We're going to have to change it from Pornogate 2025.
2026.
Yeah.
Or do you keep it 2025 like COVID?
Forever.
Like
yeah.
COVID-19. It's just Porngate 25.
Yeah. I'm in for that.
Steam won't let adult game developers release their games in early access anymore. Valve this is coming out of adult game developers posting online their communications they've received from Valve when they have tried to publish their games as early access. Early access, typically, Steam recommends you have your game, I think, like 60%, 65% done before you put it into early access. And some of these developers are claiming they're like, yeah, we're like 70% done, which, of course, is just a completely subjective metric.
You just say whatever you want. Yeah.
But Valve is saying, no, your apps failed our review because we're unable to support the early access model of development for a game with mature themes, which, again, is so broad. I would offer the explanation, my best explanation from Valve's side, is that their game review only happens twice for early access games. It's when they initially hit the market, and then once more when they are in their 1.0. Anything added between there is slipping between the cracks. So you release a porn game that they're like, yeah, this is fine, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, you add some weird shit that could potentially get flagged by these psychopath Christo-fascists that are going to run it up the flagpole, and CNN or CBS or whoever is fucking holding water for these dweebs.
Whoever needs a story that week,
right, will be like, look at this horrible game that Valve approved, and technically they did, because something was added after their approval process, and they don't have the resources. No company has the resources to continuously check every single update and approve it in that regard. So that's what I would say is probably the explanation. It is shitty that they have to do this, but this seems less like Valve being reactive and more just being kind of covering their ass. But it does suck that if you are, because early access is a huge tool, especially for game developers that publish on Steam.
Yeah.
So to take that away and be like, you basically just have to drop a 1.0 and good, and I hope you get it fucking approved. And the developers are like, I guess we can still put it on itch.io, but at that point, it doesn't. It's de-indexed, so you can't even fucking search for it.
You can't find it.
So porn games are just like getting just completely destroyed. It's just not going to exist.
I mean,
just when you and I were getting into it too.
Like we just really started this, and like kind of disappointing.
Feels like a personal attack.
It does. Honestly, it's probably our fault. It's probably our fault because we know that whenever we talk about stuff, something happens, and
we got too big for our boners.
I just registered that. Like I heard it, and then I registered it.
Can you see a picket sign? Save our boners.
Yeah. Boners are.
What's the chant? What's the chant while we're like marching in front of Steam headquarters?
What's our chant when we're marching?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh. Something about joysticks.
I was thinking of something about fun that rhymes with like come. But I don't know. I haven't gone to a protest this year.
It's been a long time since I protested like a sexual thing. Like usually there's just like boring political things. But
see, Patrick said we made this way too mainstream.
Yeah, it is.
Porn games are flying under the radar, and then we talk about it on this internationally recognized podcast.
Is it our fault? It started in Australia, and we have an Australian fan base of 1 or 2, I think. So
and someone in New Zealand.
it's like,
So that whole side of the planet.
It was our fault, wasn't it? Shh, dang, that was bad.
Sorry.
We didn't know. You know what? Sometimes we don't think about our actions and how it can impact the whole world. We don't think about that.
We're just journalists.
Are we journalists? Like, can I call myself that? I'm going to do that now.
So it says on our badge, media. So the new Balatro update that was promised for 2025 will not be coming out in 2025. This is coming from a blog post out of Local Thunk, the developer behind Balatro.
Yeah.
Entitled, I'm slow.
I'm slow.
This guy. Save this guy. The 1.1 Balatro update, which he said, like, I don't know, earlier this year would come out this year, is not coming out this year. And you know what? I am so proud of him. Not only for like recognizing this and being like, nah, it's not going to happen, but for announcing this well before the end of the year, because it shows me that he not only recognized this not going to happen, but it also relieves his own, like, I know the stresses of having deadlines, and especially ones that you're like, I don't think I'm going to meet this, but you keep pushing all the way up to as fucking close as you can. And if he'd announced this in December, I would know that it had eaten him alive for 11 fucking months before he finally, which at that point it feels extra doubly disappointing. But no, he knew himself. Know thyself. And he knew he wasn't going to do it. He says, quote, in this blog post, I'm a hobbyist developer at heart, and I love to tinker. Which, by the way, what a flex. This guy is a fucking millionaire. His video game's been mentioned on, like, national news outlets. It's a huge fucking deal.
And he's like, I'm a hobbyist.
Nah, this is like a hobby. I'm not a professional. Dude, what a flex. Seriously.
Yeah, no, I know. Seriously. This whole thing. I'm just like,
why would you want to be a AAA or a AA video game developer when you could be Local Thunk?
Yeah. He says the new timeline is going to be it's done when it's done. And everyone's like, yeah, all right. I guess, yeah.
Dude, seriously, BDE. He says that the balance patch and the mobile port that came out right after the game got huge. That first balance patch, the 1.0.1, and the mobile port, which is awesome, burned him out. He's like, that burned me out. And I finally like hit the ground running again in 2025. And I was just like, ugh, couldn't get there. And he said he's never, ever before Balatro set a deadline for any of his creative projects. And he realizes that's very important for his process. Having those, which is kind of funny because I'm the opposite, if I'm being honest. Deadlines are, maybe it's my ADHD. I love a good deadline. I work so much harder on deadline.
He talks like he's a tinkerer, right? Like he's just like, he wants to go in, play around. He's right. He says he mentions these notebooks that he carries around where he like draws cards in and ideas and stuff like that. And he's just like having a good time doing it. And like like very much seems like he's just like, I love it. I love what I'm doing and I'm going to tinker around with it. And like, he'll work on it. I'm confident he'll work on it. You know what I mean?
And, you know,
he'll
it's
just
free.
do what he wants.
So fuck off, basically. Like, he's doing this for free. He could definitely be done with this game and just button it up and be like, no, this is, you get what you get. But the fact that he is continuing to tinker, and remember, he said, he did mention one point that we talked about this months ago when he had finally 100% of the game himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, I'm a huge Balatro fan. So I got to do it for me. I'm like, that is such a trip.
Yeah.
That, again, we talked about, this guy loves his game more than any game developer I've ever heard of. Loves
That's what I
product.
was going to say. He's like the biggest fan of this game.
This is like the best chef in the world doesn't even own a restaurant. He just cooks at home for himself. And like every once in a while, his neighbors come over and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing here? You should." And he's like, "Nah, dude, I just cook for myself when I feel like
People
it."
are like begging him for his food. And he's just like, I know, but
There's like a
I
line around
wanted
his
to do
block,
this.
and he just hands out one cheeseburger a week. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's just like whenever I feel like making one."
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
He's already said, I'm already super excited to try and 100% the game all over again from a second profile when 1.1 is ready. Like,
this is crazy.
He's stoked to play his own game. That's like, and he's in on the test process and all that. He's just like so excited to just like play it.
This is what game developers should be doing. All of them. Stop making games for us. Stop it. We all suck. Like all video game fans suck on aggregate.
Don't do what we want. Honestly,
Make
don't do what we want.
games for yourself.
Make
a game literally that you just would want to play in your own house on your own PC and then release it. And honestly, we're probably going to fucking love it. Stop making games for us. Make games for yourself. That's my new battle cry. Next one. All 54 lost click wheel iPod games have now been preserved for posterity. Did you ever have one of these iPods? The ones with the skinny wheel?
No.
They were big when I was in high school. If you had one, you were pretty cool.
Like I remember them. I didn't even know they had games on it.
Neither did I. 54 of them, so not a ton.
Not a lot.
But this was the iPod Click Wheel Game Preservation Project, which was started earlier this year, I believe. And the ICGPP, their dedicated fans had to find people with old iPods with the games loaded on them.
Oh, man.
And have them sync those iPods to a single virtual machine instance of iTunes. And the last one they needed was Real Soccer, or maybe Real Soccer. I didn't see an accent. Real Soccer 2009 was apparently cursed. He had 3 different instances, 3 different attempts where they like crashed the hard drive of the machine while they were trying to transfer it. Because the thing is, this data does degrade. Like these things aren't permanent. And on top of that, iTunes is only kind of supporting this now, but as they continue to support less and less of their older products, so they're on a ticking timeline here when this is going to be done. And so we got all of them, all 54 of them, and it sounded like it was kind of a technical lift because they were teaching iPod owners how to sync their old iPods properly. So you're on like the iPod subreddit for whatever fucking reason, and you see this and you're like, oh man, I think I had Real Soccer on my iPod, and you go grab it out of the garage and you boot
I still got that thing in a box,
and some super nerd has to explain to you over Discord how you're going to get that off of your iPod and into this archive. Now it's not like Internet Archive. You can download a torrent of these and you can put them all on your iPod if you want, if you have an old iPod like that. And dude, there was one comment somebody posted on Reddit that I was like, wow. There was a Sonic the Hedgehog game on this. And someone said this was my first Sonic the Hedgehog game. And it literally, yeah, that's what I was like, what the fuck?
What?
And it literally got me into speed running. Was playing this on the
that
iPod
is bananas
wheel. And he said that he still has like the muscle memory from it. He's like, that's the best game. It's the best Sonic game that I am at. I'm the best at this game.
That's crazy
because I played. And you know what? Okay. I thought about this a lot when I was reading this. This is not that dissimilar from the Crank. How many fucking inputs do we have for video games that are nothing is we have trackpads, we have touchpads, we have joysticks and buttons. We have triggers and tap buttons, but we don't have like a circular trackpad sort of thing. And I was like, fuck, dude. Fuck. This is a very, very unique input for a video game. And it was a flash in the pan, and there were only 54 games that were ever made on it. Like, we can't lose this. This is huge for video game history. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, think
about in the future of a video game controller that maybe has circular touchpads like on the back, where you would navigate those with your middle finger or something. That's what I'm saying. You don't fucking know. But you can't lose this. This is the initial fucking input. This is just like if we didn't have any history of the Virtual Boy, and then all of a sudden the VR came out without any of that, and you're like, oh man, wasn't there like a thing that like used to use similar technology or had the bones of this in it? Dude, I'm telling you, this was fascinating to me. The touch wheel, the track wheel input, and that's it. It was just for the iPod. Is there
for the
anything
iPod,
else that uses that in the whole history of technology that uses a track wheel?
Like just a little wheel, just to touch,
Just
and
a
that's
fucking
it. You
wheel.
can click a little bit, couldn't you? Look at this little this. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay, so they had other
mm.
iterations. The very, very first one had 4 buttons on the bottom, and then the touch wheel and the button in the middle. And then they evolved it so it would have essentially 4 buttons on the top,
button right in the middle,
and the left, right, and bottom of the touch wheel, but it still uses, and then the middle.
But you still were navigating with the wheel.
So fucking cool. So cool.
Yeah.
So now they're preserved. We didn't lose them, you guys. We got them. Last thing is the worst selling Nintendo console ever is returning as a Switch 2 accessory. This is on my obviously top of mind for me.
Yeah.
Dude, the Virtual Boy. You guys, you can get a Virtual Boy for your Switch 2. It is $100, which I was like, well, that's pretty cheaper than I expected it to be. $25 for the Labo version, the cardboard version.
The cardboard one, yeah.
It's pretty simple. You just take slide the controllers off the side of your Switch and pop the Switch itself into the face plate and play games that nobody wanted to play except for the Wario one. And every other one was just terrible. So you can now give yourself a fucking migraine using the latest, greatest Nintendo technology. 14 games at launch. I don't know. I'd say I don't know why they're doing this, but I do. And if I'm being perfectly honest, was not super interested in the Switch 2. I'm kind of interested in this just to have it. It was mounted on a fucking tripod. What a tripod thing. What a stupid fucking thing. And I kind of want one just sitting on the shelf over there just to have it.
Just to be there.
Yeah. Just cuz.
This is, and I think if I remember correctly, the Virtual Boy was responsible for people just getting horrible headaches and it was not good.
No,
and so
and the games weren't good. It was
I don't know why.
No redeeming
so funny to me.
No, and what the fuck? How is this? How are we getting the redo of the Virtual Boy before we get the redo of the Power Glove?
Give me the Power Glove. How you could do the Power Glove really well now. You could do that.
Absolutely. And imagine how fucking sick.
It's coming.
Guys, we are living in the worst of the worst of what cyberpunk media predicted.
Yeah.
We should at least be getting fucking Power Gloves. Give us some of the good stuff we were promised.
Yeah,
because all we're getting is just Mega Corpse taking over the planet and ruining everyone's lives.
Look, we're getting that side of it. We're not getting the other stuff.
I'm not getting technology that I can wear as a glove. What the fuck are we doing?
Give me. We need eye stuff and glove stuff. That's what I really need.
Bread and circuses, or I'm gonna fucking riot.
Kudos.
All right, kudos is our positivity segment.
Speaking of bread and circuses.
This is the bread and circuses of the podcast. We don't give them kudos. They're going to string us up on the walls outside of Rome, dude. We're fucking dead.
For real. This would be if we skip it, if you ask me one week, do you have a kudos? And I'm like, not really.
Yeah,
I'm in trouble.
Pitchforks.
I'm in trouble.
Straight out of that scene from Frankenstein, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Marching up to the castle. Yep. That's where we live. That's where we podcast out of.
It is actually a castle.
Big Transylvanian castle.
We made a lot in Patreon this last couple years. So we had a castle from Transylvania
castle
brought over here and reconstructed.
It's great.
Yeah.
Wait, we have two Fudos. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay, so we went to this little Asian market by my house. Okay, I can't remember what
You
the
been there
store is
before?
called. No, it's like,
A
and it's
new
not like an Asian. It's
one?
very different than what you're thinking. It is, think like a dollar store, like just with the types of stuff they have, but Asian. Everything in it is Asian. It's like a dollar store, but they had like
I like that a lot.
yeah, just like
I like that a
utensils and like
lot.
just stuff you could buy, all the stuff, and it was all
Mhm.
Asian. But they did have a
Cool.
snack section, and so I was there with my son and his girlfriend, and I was like, "Pick something out, like, we'll just get some snacks, try some snacks because we have to." And he grabbed, they're called Caramucho corn snacks, Kara mucho. Cara means spicy in Japanese, and then mucho means a lot in Spanish. And he grabbed spicy curry flavor. And
Who? This was one of your boys?
Colin did because he loves curry. And so they were not what we thought they
like
were going to be.
Cheetos.
They're Cheetos. They are
Yeah.
Cheetos,
Like Cheetos.
and they're dope. Everybody that tried them was like,
Cheetos.
everyone
How
that tried them was
spicy
like,
are
they're
they?
so not. Like, I would not. They're not like spicy. It like not even as spicy as like a jalapeno cheddar Cheeto at all.
Dude.
They tasted like
I got to
they
get
tasted like
these.
ramen noodle curry. And it was honestly so good. My dad was there, my brother was there, and they're both like a little bit like healthier. They both tasted them and they're like, these are so good. And they were just chomping away at them. Guys,
Dude.
I was like shocked at how good these things were. They were
Do it.
curry.
Play the Trump clip.
Cheetos.
Play it.
I'm gonna come.
That's how I feel. You describing this right now. Oh my god, this sounds
so good,
so up my alley. I'm
telling you,
Cheetos.
I was like, we gotta go get another flavors. Bag. We gotta get another.
And they
bag.
look like little small bags, right?
It was like,
or was it a decent sized bag?
Yeah, it was like a yeah. I'm telling you, guys, if you see them,
Caramuchos,
because I usually don't buy like the Japanese chip brands and stuff like that. I usually don't dive into them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But he wanted these
over there,
and I'm not kidding, guys. I finished them and I was like, damn, I want some more of these curry Cheetos. They're so good.
Damn it.
Caramucho. Japanese Cheetos.
Okay, well, keeping with the theme, some chips. I got actually a pretty decent little goodie bag for my half marathon that I ran, and it had some doTERRA stuff in it. You always love good doTERRA stuff.
Which ones? Any good ones?
It was it's like goo you're supposed to rub on your muscles. That like I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna relieve the pain, and I put it on my calves because my calves are just like so
icy hot.
Yeah, it's like icy hot, but I put it on there. I'm like, what is the point of ice? Does it actually penetrate beyond just making your skin feel cool for like 15 minutes?
I don't think so.
I feel like it doesn't do shit.
Don't
Terra.
Don't put it on your package. I'm just saying, don't.
I just put it in my essential oils diffuser, so just melting.
Just wash your hands after you use that. Don't touch yourself after you do that.
Is that what it's called? Deep Blue?
Deep Blue, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was all right. I slapped it on my calves, and like for 20 minutes, I couldn't feel all the crushing pain.
Yeah.
And then it came back twice as bad. But the good thing in the packet, Phil says is not convinced 90% of doTERRA stuff works.
Okay. Quick aside, when my mom passed away, like we were going through all of her like stuff, and like we're all at her house, and like we all knew she had a lot of doTERRA stuff because my brother worked there. He got like a certain allotment of free stuff. I'm not kidding. If I had to estimate 1,000 bottles of oils, like the little thing, my dad was just like, just take whatever you want. And I don't believe
it was like a doTERRA warehouse in there.
Yeah, it really was. And I don't believe most of them work either. So I just take like the ones that I think smell good, like lemongrass and the citrusy ones, and I just put them in the little diffuser as like to make really the house smell good. Yeah. My chakra is fine. I don't know. I don't know where
chakra's like a squiggly line.
Yeah, like you can't center it, I don't think.
In a loop.
Anyway,
but I got something. No, don't be sorry. I got the best thing, there was like protein bars and some other random shit, but the best thing in there was this stuff called kindling protein pretzels. Kindling, like a fire kindling.
Yeah, like the word kindling.
Protein pretzels. Holy. Okay, let me preface this with I do not like hard pretzels. Even Dots. I know. I've tried them all, and I am always like, these are like dry and shitty, and I feel like I have to eat one and then drink a full glass of water in between them. And I just crunched on these because I was bored, and they were, without a doubt, the best hard pretzels I've ever had. The only hard pretzels I've ever enjoyed in my fucking life. And I'm telling you, I've tried them all. Like, especially when Dots were huge and you and Trent were all about Dots.
I love it.
And I didn't really like any of them. But these kindling protein pretzels, they're almost like softer.
Okay. You said you just don't like the dryness, like the dry bread sticky,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Like, if they're not super salty, I'm out because I just want the saltiness of it. If they're like mildly salty, like I don't even want to eat it.
The ones I got, the bag I got was honey mustard, and I think they're kind of taken off because I see a billboard on my way to work every morning on I-15 for these things. Every time I drive by them, it's like for the dill pickle ones, and there's some like pun about pickles or some shit on there.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like, I'm a big dill or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's funny. After the 50th time, I'm like, new billboard, guys.
I
seen it. But the honey mustard ones are amazing, and they have like 8 grams of protein, which is fucking nuts for a little baby bag of pretzels. Which makes me think they're essentially just made out of baked protein powder. Apparently, I like it. Apparently, they figured it out. They figured out this recipe. Kindling protein pretzels. I looked in Utah, at least. They do have a store locator on their website. In Utah, they are available, pretty sure, exclusively at Harmon's.
Yeah, you have to run a half marathon to get them.
Yeah, you get them in a little race packet. No, Harmon's is the only place you can get them. But so you're going to be paying a premium for them. But you can get them online. They have them on like Amazon, actually. Yeah, let's see. Kindling. If you're ever doing macros or like tracking that, these would be, because I've done that in the past, and it was hard to find good chips for doing that. But these ones are, you can get them on Amazon. They have like a variety pack. Sea salt, garlic parm, honey mustard, and dill pickle, looks like. And 8 to 9 grams of protein, 2 to 3 grams of fiber. That's why my poops have been so good.
Oh, there you go. This, if anything, that's what you can get out of it.
1 to 2 grams of sugars, which I don't think I expect a lot of sugar in any pretzel, but
yeah,
dude, these are fucking good. These are good. They're good. The only pretzel I've ever liked in my life, so I had to put them on kudos.
Wow, that is a big.
I love soft pretzels.
Deal.
Oh my!
That is a big deal. I hate. Phil says funny because that's how Utah says deal, like the big deal. They say a big deal. It's a big deal.
Dill, milk, and crick. Those are the
my son says Pello.
Oh, and Pello. Yeah,
and I
Pello,
want to punch him when he does that.
Mountain.
No, mountain.
Mount with an N on the end. Mountain.
Anyway, we can do this for a while.
Yeah, we're not gonna though.
What else? We'll keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Just kidding, don't.
I have a kudos, and we're gonna keep going. Hot sauce.
Why did you? What?
Why do I get to gloss myself? Like,
yes.
I have kudos for my own hot sauce. Guys, I started making hot sauce because I have an abundance of peppers, and even though
he does have a ton of peppers,
I love growing peppers, and they love me. Like, we are having a love fest over there in Peppertown, but I don't know what to fucking do with them. How much salsa can you actually make? And I shared this like corn pepper salsa that I made, and it's great because I had an abundance of corn too this year. But like, I'm not the kind of guy that's like I gotta buy a bag of tortilla chips and salsa each week because I fucking love it. If there is a bowl of salsa and tortilla chips, yes, I will eat that shit endlessly. I just don't go out of my way for it. I don't know. I'm with all chips and dips. That's how I am. I love them, but I always forget to get them at the store, and I never really think about it. But
that's fair. That's fair.
And it seemed like hot sauce seemed like, I don't know, this unknowable mystery
like
until I spent
like how it's made.
Like, what do you do? How do you make it? And I
You
spent
milk a pepper plant, I think.
You just squeeze the little teats. And I spent, honestly, probably like 10 hours reading and researching hot sauce and how to make it. There's
That
two
checks out.
basic schools of thought on this.
Oh, wow.
You can either do cooked or you can do fermented. And you can ferment it for up to like a year, which is, I think, kind of cool. It's going to make it more tangy, is what I've heard. And it's a little bit more high effort to do. But I also kind of like the idea of just like fermenting it and then just whenever you have a free afternoon, when you feel like it, then you can make it. Versus the cooked stuff, you chop up, you prep your peppers, you cook them in vinegar, and then you bottle it while it's still hot. And that's how I've been doing it, because it seemed like a little more straightforward. You can taste test it during the process and whatnot. Guys, it is so fun. It is so fucking fun. I make jam, I make salsa. These are all things that I can, so they're shelf stable. And this is miles beyond.
I feel like JD just needs to get a booth at a farmer's market. Like, that's kind of where he's at right now. Like,
I fucking love that.
But
now I just want to do hot sauce. Now I just want to do hot sauce, because this has been, I've made 2 now. I made some out of and I share this on the Discord, so if you're curious about what it looks like, and I'll be sharing the second batch tonight. Every part of the process is fun. I like growing the peppers first. I like picking them. It's such a fun activity. And I have to grow very colorful peppers because I'm colorblind. So I can't, like, red peppers are really hard for me, because if
he did say this the other day, he's like, I need really bright peppers because I can tell when they're ripe. And
yeah, and
oh
fuck a green jalapeno. Like, how can I tell between like a green jalapeno and a ripe green jalapeno? Like, I don't know. So I don't grow green peppers. I don't do that. And so I have these bright yellow, they're called lemon spice peppers, and that's what I made tonight. And I was telling Peterson, it tastes like there's sugar in the fucking batch. They're so damn sweet.
That's what he said on both of them. You were like, I didn't add any sugar, but there's a sweetness to it.
Yeah, very, very notable sweetness. I do. It's basically just the pepper, some shallots, so a little bit of garlic, and the sprinkling of peppercorns and some salt. Cook that for like 20 minutes on a low simmer, covered, and then I pour the whole thing into my Ninja blender. Do you have a Ninja?
No.
Dude, a Ninja is sick. Jackson,
I don't blend that much.
I only do it when I'm canning. But yeah, so I pour it all into the Ninja, and then I pour that into a strainer, and then I pour that into my bottle. What comes out of the strainer, and I put it in the bottles, and then I put them upside down. And then the other cool thing that was dope is these bottles I got on Amazon come with a shrink wrap sleeve. Have you ever used these before?
No.
But
I saw that on your bottle, and I was like, how do you do that?
It looks so pro. I'll tell you. They come, and you can just slip them on, and then you can use a heat gun. And I borrowed my dad's, but he's like, it goes to 400 degrees at the lowest setting, so be careful. And I was like, I'm not going to be using that. I just used a hairdryer. I have a really nice hairdryer that
it's got those long, luscious locks. You gotta dry them with the hairdryer.
This was my inheritance. It was my mom's old hairdryer, and she had a real serious hairdryer. And so I use that, and you put the little sleeves on, and then you hairdry them, and
yeah.
And it's so cool. So, like I'm telling you, every part of this process, ding to dong, is so enjoyable for me. I've absolutely loved it.
Dong? I don't know if I've ever heard that before.
Never heard that, like working a open to close shift?
I've never heard ding to dong. No.
Yeah, work ding to dong. Anyway,
I've worked a dong.
Peterson, try to be mature. There are children that listen to this
can't.
Podcast.
No, they're not anymore. They all left.
Their parents said you can't hang out with them anymore. They're bad influences. Guys, if you ever have a ton of peppers, don't be intimidated. Making hot sauce is very easy. I bought, all in, I spent like $15 on these bottles on Amazon.
Thank you, Patrick. Patrick said he never heard of ding to dong either. I'm making stuff up.
Now I'm going to Google it.
Quit gaslighting us. That's not a thing people have ever said before. This is the first time. Don't Google it.
No, and I'm just seeing people's ding dongs. So, like $15 for the bottles on Amazon, and then I
Great,
bought...
now I'm horny. I'm confused.
It all
Like, I
comes back
hate
to my
this.
boner. And then $5. I spent $5 on a baby bottle drying rack at Target. Because I sterilize my bottles in boiling water, and then I just put them to dry on this thing. And then I think another $5 on the little funnel.
Oh, there you go.
On Amazon, like a little metal funnel. That's it. Everything else you should have in your kitchen if you have a good, decent blender. So yeah, hot sauce is fun. If you guys ever have some, and if you go to the farmer's market and buy a grip of peppers, make some hot sauce. It's a fucking blast.
Dear Game Devs, it's been nearly a fortnight since I last wrote. Mother is well and much has changed back on the farm, but I have just one request of you.
Dude, is it bedtime yet?
It is. Yeah, it's almost 11
tired.
o'clock at night.
It's bedtime.
It's fine. It's fine. We were almost done.
Dear Game Devs is this segment where we use our wide sweeping global influence to encourage game developers to do the right thing, which honestly is what we want.
This used to be a pretty beneficial segment, but the only problem is there are no game devs anymore. Yeah. So this, like, we haven't done.
They
so
listen
much
to this and
they
cry.
All got fired.
Yeah,
like we'd love to do that, but we were trying to, and then we got fired. Was it our fault that they shut all these guys down? They were doing what we said, and then they were like,
"I'm learning a lot of stuff is our fault."
This is not good. I do feel a little bad about the global gaming market that we've.
It's all going to come down on our. It's not going to be the billionaires' faults or the oligarchs. They'll find someone to blame. It's going to be us.
You're going to read about this in like 50 years. It's going to be in a textbook.
Picture of our two stupid.
Like, you don't even know. We don't know how this happened.
Yeah,
but it did.
Chat subheading 3BG. What is it, and why does anyone care? Dear Game Devs, this week I was thinking, I don't know what the fuck, because I put this on last week. What was it?
Yeah. It was some kind of remaster.
I want you guys to remaster this game. I want you to remaster these games. Remasters are kind of hot right now. The sequels have kind of died off a little bit. We've been chasing
sequels for like several years, but we realized that wasn't just a automatic recipe for success. Yeah.
But remasters can be if you don't just phone it in.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, here are some remasters that game devs should start working on. Oh, the fucking Oblivion remaster, man. That one when did that come out? Maybe that's what this
earlier this year.
Remastered. That came out in April.
That's what I said.
You know what, Peterson?
I said earlier this year. That covers the last 9 months.
This need you have to be the smartest person in the room.
I don't need to be the smartest person in the room. I just am.
So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Remaster these games, you sucks. What do you got? Actually, I'll go first.
AI, remaster.
Hey, AI, you listening?
I'm talking to you.
Always fucking listening. I want them to remaster and actually remaster it. Don't just do some bullshit like you did before. Remaster Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. No one's begging. No one's knocking down the door for 3. And Vice City was good, but more of kind of like an in-between.
Don't do what you did last time.
Yeah, to try again. Go back to the drawing board. Start from scratch.
Be better.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, if it was in the style of Grand Theft Auto 5, would basically allow them to not make another GTA game for like a decade. They could just get away with remaking GTA San Andreas. For those that didn't play San Andreas, one of the things that I absolutely adored about this game was that it was set. I love when any media, movies, books, TV shows, whatever the fuck, goes back only like 10, 15 years. Like really recent historical fiction. And that's what Grand Theft Auto did, is they went back. When were the LA race riots? Was that 93?
I was going to say like early 90s, 92, 93,
92,
94.
92.
Yeah.
And that's when this game takes place. And Grand Theft Auto, let's see, San Andreas, I believe came out in 2003, 2004. So yeah, dude, it's like Scarface came out. That was not even his story. That came out like the year after that event happened. But yeah, 11 years after. But it felt like when you played the game, it felt like it was way back then, like 92.
Yeah.
But choosing that for your setting, the early 90s LA was just so cool. And in 2025, that would be even cooler. It's so easy. GTA 4, GTA 5 did it. They took the easy. GTA 3 did it. They took the easy route and just made it a contemporary game. Vice City was cool, but like 80s stuff. Like, yeah, we've been there before. But in 2004, it was pretty novel to go back and do 1992.
If they remaster it, do you just want them to like update? Do you want them to like do any like do anything specific to make it like more modern?
I mean, like I said, other than making it look more like GTA 5, no. Dude, are you on Molly right now?
No. I'm just playing with my beard. I don't know. Am I? I was playing with my beard, and JD's like,
for like the last 5 minutes, he's just been slowly stroking his beard, and I'm like checking to see how dilated his eyes are because I'm like getting jealous over here.
He's like, "Are you getting high without me?
You got high
I
without
thought
me?
we were gonna do this together."
Whoa, what did you learn about sharing in school today? Yeah, I just want to see GTA San Andreas redone, just updated. I think that and you know, we got fucking Samuel Jackson was the primary antagonist. Also James Woods, pretty crazy James Woods.
Yeah.
The voice acting was fucking off the hook.
Yeah, it was big.
It was so good. And you could just reuse that. I don't care. Just recycle that.
Yeah,
but
use AI reuse. Use AI,
and you could, you know, and then
voices.
you've got so much, and then you could do GTA San Andreas online. You could do all that. But I don't want a hack job like they did with the GTA remasters. I want a new fucking Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I think it'd be so sick. It was such a good game. All right, what do you got?
So, okay, I went back. I was like, I just want to go back old. I want to go some old NES titles and like Super NES. And they might have done this, but I want it to be. I'm kind of towing the line between remaster and remake. I want them to go back and remaster the Mega Man titles. I know Mega Man titles, and I'm towing the line between remake and remaster because, like, I don't want Mega Man, but slightly better looking. I want like some significant change to it. One of the things Mega Man was very difficult. That was like a hallmark of Mega Man, right? I think it would be interesting if they did it almost more like a Souls-like type of game, but like still 2D. I don't know how that looks, but like try to make it like that and like maybe do something where you could blend the powers.
So you're kind of okay.
Like
sounds like a
blend the
Metroid
powers.
kind of a game.
Kinda. Yeah, but blend the powers a little bit more because one of the things like I felt like there was unintentionally like a order that you should do the bosses in, do the levels in. And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I didn't know what they were. So I was just thought like it'd be cool if you could just change it slightly. Not a lot, just slightly change Mega Man because I love the concept of Mega Man. Did not like the games. They were way too hard for me. So I was thinking like change the abilities so you beat a boss, you can get the ability, and then maybe like have each arm has a different ability type of thing. And I know Mega Man fans are gonna punch me in the nuts for this, but like each arm has a different Mega Man like power type of ability. So you're like kind of blending them a little bit instead of just add some nuance to Mega Man.
Yeah, it sounds like basically you want a Mega Man Metroid.
Also make it look a little cooler. Like I want it to look a little cooler.
How many Mega Man fans are having a conniption right now?
I know all of them. Phil's gonna say something in like 3, 2.
Couple of speaking of the chat, Patrick listed too that he wanted to see Rule of Rose, which I haven't heard of. Rule of Rose.
I don't know Rule of Rose.
And Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. That'd be sick. That would be sick to see remastered. I mean, what about Super Mario 64? playing an updated version of that on the Switch. Simple.
Yeah.
Easy.
No.
Just make it look like Mario Galaxy or whatever the fuck.
Just make it look like a modern Mario game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Phil jumped in.
Okay, so this one was easy. This is low-hanging fruit. Fallout 3. Look, dude, I think about going back to play Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas all the time. And I know I could mod the shit out of it. I could mod them into the point that they looked like remasters. That's not what I want to do. I want you to really re-release Fallout 3. I want to spend $35 on it and just play through Fallout 3 again and have it look like fucking amazing.
Just have it look great. Yeah.
And I would argue this is the hardest one. This would be the hardest one of all the ones I've listed because whatever engine that Bethesda uses that makes these games so fucking janky and shitty that remaking it would be essentially harder than just making a net new game for them. Because I think they hacked Fallout 3 around the engine they used, and that's why it was the game it was. So I don't think we'd ever. But hey, they made the Oblivion remaster, so maybe they can make it happen. I mean, if you could do an Oblivion remaster, why can't we get a Fallout 3 remaster? Weren't they about the same? They were within a year of each other. They released.
Like for me, they feel like similar era, right? That's that's a great thing.
Yeah. So I want that. I want a Fallout 3 remaster. I would pay upwards of $40 for that shit.
35. I was thinking 35 would be perfect. You said that.
Yeah, 35 would be perfect, but I would, and that would be cool. That'd be weird. I mean, it's still one of my most played games on Steam, and I never even beat it on Steam.
Like if they were like, "Hey, here's this game, but it looks better," I'd be like, "Yeah, I do kind of want to do that."
Yeah, and maybe they like dial down the like heavy green filter that they used and make it look a little more realistic.
No, like change some stuff, like to make it, like with all these remasters, I want them to modernize it just a tiny bit, like bring some of the things into the modern era of gaming.
You don't have to work that hard. I would love to hear. I would sit down and listen to a 2-hour talk from a game developer, like a game director or whoever, explaining the comparative differences in developing a net new game versus a remaster. Because I would think, without having to write the story or work around the voice acting or develop how the gameplay is going to work or or design any of the environments or levels, that you'd be like, a lot of the upfront work is done for you, and it's just like tracing a really cool drawing on tracing paper.
I think that's how it works.
It seems like it'd be a little bit easier. Like I said, I imagine a game director could explain more in detail, but like, I feel like you could do this with a tenth of the staff that you use to make Fallout 3. Probably a couple dozen people should be able to do this. You have all the fucking assets.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I know I'm oversimplifying, but I just think it would be cool to see that.
I do have to say real quick, because we talked about Rule of Rose. I went and looked it up, and like when I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah, I do remember this. We've talked about it before. Patrick brought it up. It was his number 1.
It did sound
on
familiar.
Top 10.
Yep.
And I looked it up, and I was like, yes, this game does. It was a game I hadn't heard of before Patrick brought it up. It does look dope, and it does seem like a game, if there was remastered, could be great, but they never will, because like, it wasn't big enough. You know what I mean? That's the one problem, is a game has to be big enough to get a remaster. And that's not necessarily where I'm at with these, because I'm like naming games that weren't that big. Well, Mega Man was. My next one, Jade Empire. I know I've talked about this before. It was an Xbox game. And it was you would kind of like pick up different fighting styles, and it was like real-time combat. But you were going through, and you could choose your different fighting style, and you'd have different moves. And it was like a very like I don't know, Japanese, or I don't know where it was set, China probably. And you're running through, and you're just going through. But I loved it. I loved this game so much. They've re-released it, but they did not remaster it. And it would be a game that I would love to see a remaster of. It has like a cult following. It wasn't gigantic. It wasn't a huge game, but it has enough cult following where like people know about it, people played it. I don't think they would do a remaster, but it's so great. Like, it was such a good game. I remember just it blowing my mind, switching the fighting style for different bosses, and just like sometimes you just be like, I want to switch it up now and play a different fighting style. And it was a beautiful game. Like, it was just beautiful setting and everything like that. I feel like you could really give it a good treatment and make it look incredible. Maybe button up the controls a little bit, make it a little bit tighter. And honestly, you could keep most of it the same, but I would love to see a Jade Empire remaster. Be so great.
Cool. Yeah,
I would pay $30 for that too.
All right, so I can't do it, Dear Game Devs, without bringing up Dreamcast. You guys would worry about me. And there are a couple that there's like 8 Dreamcast games, but I chose one that I thought would be most likely to get a remaster that I'd love to see. Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure was a semi-open world, more of kind of like hubs between like levels. Sonic game, and it was the first that was kind of like that. And the plot was so cool, and the levels were so dope, and the characters that they introduced were just the coolest. In fact, a lot of the characters that were not a lot, but a couple of the characters that were introduced in that was like their impetus. That's where their origin was Sonic Adventure. Came out on the Dreamcast. They had a be a remaster. What would you call it? It was like you could play it on the Xbox, or you can still get it on Steam. Like, you can get this game. Let me see. I think you can still get it. Let's see. Sonic Adventure. Maybe just Sonic Adventure 2. Oh yeah, Sonic Adventure DX. What does that mean? And this came out in 2011.
I don't know what that means.
So yeah, Sonic Adventure, you can still play it. It's great. You still whatever. But it's just, I would love I would love if it felt and looked like what was the last Sonic game I just played? Sonic Frontiers. But the story and world of Sonic Adventure. I just want to go back. It was so cool. It was so fun. So yeah, Sonic Adventure would be my pick. Oh, do you have one more?
Okay. I have 2 more. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Come on, bring it back. Tyson's coming back. We need
to
do
it with VR, right?
Oh, I mean, you could, but if you remember, Punch Out, Mike Tyson's Punch Out was essentially like it was like a Souls-like. You had to memorize the fighting patterns of each character and time everything just right. Used very much like memorizing and timing, or you could not beat them. You couldn't just like wing it and go beat Mike Tyson. You had to play him a few times and figure out what he did and how to dodge, how to block, when to punch, what type of punch. You had to be very specific about it. Just make it remake it for the Switch 2. Remake it for the Switch 2. Mike Tyson is still around, very much in the cultural zeitgeist. You could make Jake Paul one of the guys that you could fight. You could add a few new fighters in there. Add some new guys.
I'd pay money to hit Jake Paul in the face.
Yeah, and a lot of people would.
Lots of people would.
And so I don't know. I think it would be you could have a lot of fun with it. Throw it on the Switch 2. Put Mike Tyson's tattoos on his face. You know what I mean?
Time. Like, that'd be a funny update.
Just make the graphics better, and the controls would have to be super tight because that's like the type of game that it was. But like very simple. I was like, you don't even need to do a lot. Just make it look better. Keep the same characters. Maybe add a few more characters if you want. You know, and that I feel like it would be an easy remaster for the Switch 2, and not a full price game, obviously, because I mean it's just I don't know. It's just like a throwback that I feel like people would be into, especially with Mike Tyson attached to it.
Oh yeah, that'd be a fun one. And you could put what's his fucking name from the Hangover?
Mike Tyson.
Who's
was
the guy he punches.
Zach Galifianakis?
No, isn't it Ed?
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms. Ed Helms could be one of the guys.
Andy from The Office.
Yeah, you play as Andy and just get your shit knocked in.
Like training. He's part of the training.
He just beats the crap out of you.
Yeah.
So is that who he hits, or does he hit Zach Galifianakis? I thought he hit Ed Helms.
I can't. I think he hits Ed Helms. Is that who loses his tooth? I don't know. I can't. It's been a while since I saw The Hangover.
Yeah. So my last one here is kind of out of left field. It's funny. This is another Dreamcast one. We have only, since 2005, we have only had one option for NFL video games, and obviously monopolies just make everything worse. And so NFL video games, Madden is the one option we have, and they have had no incentive to innovate or improve their product in 20 years. In fact, the last time they were forced to do so was when they went head to head with NFL 2K5.
Oh.
In Madden 2005, and EA's response was not to make a better video game so they could actually outsell 2K, but was to go to the NFL and just with a big bag of money and just say, can we just have the exclusive rights to
just give it to
NFL
us.
games? Just give it to us. Don't let anyone else make your games. And then we auto win. And that's been Madden for the last 20 years. And it has not gotten any better. It's just been the same shit show every fucking year for 2 decades. So I'm saying bring back, remaster NFL 2K. Those I loved those games. That's where I got into football games. I never could get into Madden. NFL 2K they were fun.
I really thought you were going to say NFL Blitz. That's what I really wanted. I want Blitz.
Shit.
Don't give me the realistic one. Give me the one where you're
right.
monster tackling, diving 15 yards to tackle a guy.
NFL Blitz. I want NFL Blitz.
I think it could make a comeback. I genuinely think it could make a comeback.
Who made that game?
Why did it die? It was so big. Like everyone was playing NFL Blitz.
Midway. EA made this, so EA could easily just make NFL Blitz, and they choose not to.
Why don't
these
they just
assholes?
Do that? Yeah,
they had NFL Blitz in 2012. It probably sucked.
I do vaguely remember like them trying to bring it back and just didn't work. Like they need to really hit it hard. Like I remember playing NFL Blitz at an arcade.
Yeah, it was originally an arcade.
A big machine. You could sit down and you're like, why don't they just...
It just needs to be goofy. It needs to be goofy and arcade.
Do not take itself seriously. Yeah, you just got to be like big plays, big tackles, big hits, just big throws.
Goofy as fuck. Yeah, that's what I want. NFL Blitz, bring that back. Stamp it. Let's do it. Okay.
We can move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay.
Dice of Destiny.
Dice of Destiny is this game we play at the end of every episode. We roll a 6-sided dice to see who's going to roll the Dice of Destiny itself, a 20-sided dice with 20 different game genres assigned to it. And we roll another 6-sided dice to see how much money we can spend on that game. Then we find a game in that genre for that price, pick it, play it, and review it. And a couple of weeks ago, Peterson picked a $20. He rolled and then later picked a $20 fighting game. And he chose Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, which is the Hades clone that just recently came out, right? This year.
Yeah, it came out earlier this year. It came out in November of last year.
Oh, okay.
End of last year.
So it's been out for a minute, and great reviews. Everyone seemed to love this one.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Okay, so I played this game. I did play a demo of this game, if you remember. And so I put it on my wish list, and I was like, I need to pick up this game. And so when I rolled fighting, I usually go through my wish list to see if there's anything in there when I get a dice pick. And this one's in there. And I was like, I got to play it. And it was on sale. Like I said last week, it was on sale. So I was like, done. I got to get it. So I got it and I started playing it. And I actually went in and it had saved my demo run. It was like, oh, you want to just continue from there? And I was like, no, I'm going to start over. So I started over.
Oh, nice.
Because I wanted to remember what was the story, what was going on, and that sort of thing. I would not have remembered the story. I
didn't realize you'd played the demo. That's cool.
Yeah, it's so great. This is, again, it is very much like Hades. You are playing as a Ninja Turtle. you dash around, and you've got pretty much 2 abilities, like 3 abilities. You've got an item. So in this case, your starter item is like just some like ninja stars that you throw, and it'll just like hit the closest guy. You've got your super attack, and you have just like this other attack. And the super attack, they all charge super fast. That's one thing that's different than Hades. Like they charge as you're attacking and as you play. So as you're doing stuff, it charges it up. So you can just like you're hitting abilities, which is more like a Ninja Turtle. Like you are jumping in and like swinging, hitting, diving, you know what I mean, doing all this crazy stuff, swinging your swords around all nuts. Each of the turtles have different ability sets, which is also kind of cool because like in Hades, it's each weapon has a different type of fighting style. And this one is just each turtle has its different type of fighting style. Much like Hades, it's a fully voice acted, which is really fun.
Do they sound like the turtles you'd expect?
Yes, they do.
Nice.
My only complaint is that the 4 turtles don't sound different enough. The only one you could really distinguish was Raphael. He was like, his voice was more serious all the time. And so like the rest of them, that was kind of hard to distinguish, but they do a lot of talking. And also like the characters will talk to you, like in the each level as you're playing through, you might run into a friendly character. Like right in the tutorial, you run into Slash. Do you know who he is? Like the big, like he's like a big turtle. He's got like spiky shell and he's got like claws on his hands, but he's a friend of the Ninja Turtles. He's dope.
Wow.
Yeah. He's way bigger than them too. He's like big snapping turtle type of thing. So you run into these friendly characters and they will talk to you like whichever character you are. So you're playing Michelangelo, right? They'll talk to Michelangelo and they'll have like dialogue between them. And then the other turtles will chime in. April O'Neil, all the different characters will kind of chime in. And it's got characters from like a lot of the turtles lore. Splinter's daughter is in there. I can't remember her name. There's like characters
Son of a
like
rat.
that. Yeah. And like the frog gang, they show up and they're in it too, and like you're like fighting against them, and
they just
like
screw everything in this game.
Everything is in it because
that's
the whole premise
sweet.
is like everything's in chaos because Splinter has been abducted. And you don't know where he is. He is in and he contacts you through the astral plane, but he doesn't know where he is either. He has been like abducted through these portals that Shredder is using. And that's how it justifies the roguelike element of it. Like when you get beat, you get sucked back through a portal to your base. And when you go through the portals, you lose all of these like power-ups that you were accumulating throughout the level. And they even like address it like, what is this glowing thing? You pick it up and you're like, I don't know, but I'm stronger now, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take itself seriously. It is like the first little bit, like the first few levels, you're like, okay, I can get through this. And then you do see that typical roguelike ramp up. You're like the first boss, I beat the first boss on my first run and just barely, like I had a sliver of health left. And then you get to the next level and the basic guys are ramped up. They're tougher. They're a little faster. And so what you're doing is collecting as you go through, just like in Hades, your abilities that you have, you can go and collect. You can level those up on each board. You move from like map to map. So like board to you move, you kill all the guys on this one, you go through to the next one, like on Hades. And if you haven't played Hades, you're like, man, this is a very confusing review.
It's all if you haven't played Hades, you're probably not as interested in this as you are in Hades.
Get out of here.
You should probably just go play Hades first.
Yeah, no, you should. And then and so you like level up your ability, like, and it will add new aspects to it. So your dash ability now, if you land near a guy, it can like electrocute them or something like that. And so like you are leveling up the abilities that you have, or you are collecting a resource that There's scrap that you can use in a shop that you run into periodically to buy certain things, upgrades, heal yourself, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Upgrade your max health. And then there are the roguelike elements, the permanent upgrades. So when you go back to after you lose a run, you go back to your base and you've collected these special coins where you can level up your characters in general. More more damage, more hit points, those sorts of things. Just like your basic stats, your base stats are going to get upgraded. Your abilities, you can buy new weapon because there's that weapon ability. You can buy the new, like, it's like an item. I think it's called item abilities and things like that. It looks like you can unlock Casey Jones. I have not unlocked Casey Jones yet, and I really want to do that. Casey Jones is the sporty character who's like good guy, bad guy type of thing. Not the best, but like he'll fight with the turtles because he hates the foot. And he's got like a hockey stick and a cricket bat and like those sorts of things. So I haven't unlocked him yet. Like overall, this game plays exactly what, if you've played Hades or if you know what Hades is, it plays just like that. But the turtle skin, just like with Hades, was like that Greek god's skin was like really fun, made that like a really fun, interesting aspect to it. The Ninja Turtles skin on it makes it really interesting. It's very much Turtles. It feels Ninja Turtles. It looks Ninja Turtles. It sounds Ninja Turtles. So if you grew up with Ninja Turtles like I did, it has all of the things you're looking for. You're eating pizza to heal yourself, right? All of these types of things. It has all the Turtles elements. I super enjoy it. Like, I want to keep playing it. I want to play it more and more and more. And so
do you think you're going to beat it?
I don't know if I'll beat it.
Like, you're going to play it more.
Yes, I'll play it a lot more.
And okay,
I'm
so
really
here's my
enjoying it.
question. It seems like I feel like I know the answer to this. So I'm going to ask anyway.
Okay.
Which do you like more out of Hades in this one?
I like Hades more.
Okay, so how close is it?
Hades is bigger. Hades has more.
Okay.
Plus the art style of Hades and the art style and like the voice acting is top notch for me. I love it. And so I do prefer Hades, but this is a close second. Like, I've played a few other games that are similar to this. This is the next best one. Oh, the thing that this has that Hades doesn't is this has co-op. Like, you can play couch co-op or online co-op. So you can play this as you can have two turtles in there running through doing these things together, which would be so much fun. Like, that would be a blast. So I do wish I was playing with somebody. I've even thought about bringing one of my kids. Hey, come sit by me and let's plug in the second core and let's play this together.
I could play Steam Remote.
We can try to do Steam Remote. I haven't looked to see if it works on Remote Play. We should try it one time just to see. Because it is a lot of fun. It's not like the first levels are not so hard that you're like, I hate this. Even the first boss is like very beatable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the concept of playing this together, playing this with two people. This is, for me, this is a buy at any price, because the price it starts at is $30. I bought it on sale. I bought it for $15, which is
I don't think it's priced just right. Yeah,
it absolutely is. If this was $45, $50, I'd be like, no, wait for a sale. But at $30, this is a buy. Especially if you, like me, I have Hades 2 and I'm just waiting for like 1.0 or like the next big release to like finish up the game, get all that content out there till I play it again. This is a great, just slide this in. You can play this and it'll scratch that itch. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Like, I really love it. I was smiling while I was playing it. I caught myself like smiling, being like,
you turned down Undermine to play this game. That's how I knew you were enjoying it.
Yeah.
I texted Peterson and was like, hey, do you want to play some Undermine? He's like, no, I'm playing Turtles. I was like, oh, someone likes Turtles.
Ooh, I got a little crush on Turtles. That's what it sounded like you were just saying. Okay, so time for a reroll.
Okay, let me pull up the doc. We've got, all right, here we go. Do you want to why don't you roll to see who's rolling?
Okay. You want odds or evens? I got 10-sided dice.
Odds.
Okay. It's a 1.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. Doodly doodly doo. You know, we haven't gotten a 1 or a 20 in a millennium.
I know. Like, I feel like
you play D&D, it happens all the time.
Get it. I know.
7. Oh, this is great. Funny.
I feel like you always get the funny ones.
I know.
You always get funny.
You always get horror, and I always get funny.
Scary, and you're like funny.
Yeah,
get fighting games all the time.
I know. Funny is off the board, and platformer is now back on the board. Man, we have like a really good board right now, and we're not getting any of them. We just
funny.
Well, now any of them, dude. Okay, here we go. Ooh.
What'd you roll?
1.
Yeah, $15. I feel like that's doable for funny though. That's doable for funny.
Yeah. You're right. Kind of just get some quirky 2-hour, 3-hour game out of it.
It is gonna pretty
I think the last time I rolled funny, I swear. Let's see. What was it? Okay. Wow, that was a long time ago. I didn't play Goose Game on this document, so let's see. I must have played it.
No, you've played a few funny games. I don't know what the last one you played was.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Finding it.
Well, let's see. I played.
It might take a minute to get there.
Oh my god. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Funny.
We don't have to do this live, JD, on the air.
I'm so curious. Oh, you reviewed Raw Men? That's the last time we had funny. Do you remember that in August of last year?
I don't even remember this game. Like I kind of remember
the last time we did funny.
Oh my gosh. What did I play that on?
And you also got
the Food Fighter one.
No, dude, you got 2 funny games. Trent's got a funny game. I have never. Jenna got a funny game.
Well, how come you play all these funny games though?
I just enjoy joy. I don't need the dice to tell me to enjoy myself. Yeah, dude, tight. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to find a funny game.
Okay.
I haven't browsed that tag on Steam in a minute. So sweet. All right, I'll have that pick for us next week. All right, so to play us out, we have some music from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
This is the training montage. We were riding the bike.
The scene where you just hit. Dude, I do think it's Zach Galifianakis that he punches repeatedly.
Seems like someone you'd punch.
Yeah, it seems right. All right. Thanks to everyone that hopped on. It's a great chat tonight. We had Patrick, Phil, Abby. Anyone else I'm missing? Was that everyone?
I think there were some people who were quiet because we had more than that. So
thanks to everyone that jumped on, guys. We do stream on YouTube generally Saturday, Monday, or Sunday night. I don't know. You have to subscribe to know, or jump on our Discord and we'll tell you when we're streaming, so you don't even have to think about YouTube or Facebook. Do you think anyone watches this on Facebook?
I don't know. Sometimes, yeah.
All right, well, whatever. Just subscribe to us. Mash that subscribe button. I'm JD, logging off.
And this is Peterson going AFK.